That's all you need is some lemon water. What's up, everyone? I'm about to get down to business right now. Christmas came early today. We need 20 screens. We need 20 screens, 7 Bloomberg terminals, or maybe just one of these. That's it. It's the only tool you need. You guys think we should add anybody in here or what? Let's see if it works. All right, guys. Let's get started. For those asking about the book, almost done with it, probably this month. We have the book split into 3 parts, all right, which is analysis, execution, and psychology, but we're also going to include the algorithmic numbers in the book as well. Pretty much this book, if you just read it and you just start it off, you should be on a real healthy path, okay? Pretty much no fluff. You guys know the style. All right, guys. I'm going to write some things now. What does this say here? Algorithmic entry ranges. What's the keyword? Ranges. Okay. It's not a level. It's not a price. It's a range. If you have any experience trading, you'll know that it's not about price levels, it's ranges. Okay. Now, let's look at the 3 numbers that we're going to look at. Okay. Any 2 price ranges, okay, you're going to have the 2 zeros, okay? What do we have in the middle? We have our 50, okay? Remember, if we buy or if we sell, it's the same, but let's try to understand these ranges, okay? Now, what do we have above the 50 and below the 50? Above the 50, we have 80. Below the 50, we have a 20, okay? 0.258, 0.258, on and on. Now, why does this matter in trading? Okay, let's see how we can benefit from this in trading. Okay. Now, what we need with these numbers, okay, anybody who knows this BFI way, we're looking for a BFI zone, okay? So these ranges are important, but we need them to be within a zone. So if these ranges align with a zone, then we have something interesting, okay? But let's take the buy scenario, okay? Remember, it's really important that you understand that whether you're buying or selling, but let's say this is a buy setup, okay? We're looking for reactions at these levels. Let me try to explain that now. let's say we have a zone similar to this, okay? So we have this zone, which is a buy zone, and we have 50 and 20 to the right, okay? So this zone aligns with what? And let's say you had a footprint from this range, okay? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for wicks, okay? Now, if it passes the 50, it may go 15 to 20 pips past it, okay, which we call a bit of slippage. But we're looking for wicks to be within our 50 to 20 range. Okay, let's look at a sell example. Isn't this a valid footprint? Absolutely. What does that mean? Let's go back to the basics. Okay, that just means somebody important sold. Okay, they sold where? At the origin. That's all that matters. Okay. Let's say price were to return to the origin. Okay, what do BFIs do? Maybe add to position, protect the position, and maybe we get another footprint. Okay, but let's see how this simple basic setup, how the algorithmic numbers can align with this. Okay. Let's say this zone aligned with what? With the 80 level. Okay. If you're selling off the 80, you may have 80 to 95. So you have, it can go past the 80, maybe a 15 to 20 pip slippage past it. Okay. So we're looking for a zone to align within these algorithmic ranges. Okay. Let me draw a simple sample, and you guys can maybe screenshot it and it'll make sense. Let's say you're buying, okay, and you have these levels, all right? We're looking for a reaction maybe off the 80 level, okay? Maybe it goes past the 80 and a bunch of wicks, okay? Or maybe it goes past the 50 and you see it get bottom, okay? Or maybe it goes past the 20. Now, here's the key. You want to see somebody gobble up these ranges, okay? So maybe it dips past the 50 into the, from 50 to 35, but you want to see it end up as a wick, okay? So it's likely going to dip into the range as a body, okay? But we want it to close as a wick, okay? Remember, BFIs click buy when the candle is red. They create the wicks. BFIs sell when the candles are what? When it's green. They don't sell when it's red, okay? They sell when it's green, and they buy when the candles are red. They turn the bodies into wicks, okay? That's their job, okay? So you're looking at these 20, 50, 80, 0 levels, and you're looking for a reaction at those ranges. And you're also looking for protection, okay? You want it to dip into the range and get gobbled up, okay? Now let's see how we can use that to pyramid, okay? Let's see how we can just do a simple example of how you can pyramid, which means multiple safe entries, within this range. Okay, what's the cool thing about this algorithmic entry ranges? It's just minimal drawdown. Okay, why do we care about minimal drawdown? Because that's how we can pyramid safely. Okay, it's all about minimizing the risk to maximize the reward. Okay, you guys already know you should be pyramiding one A to B move. Do you want 10 entries on one move or 10 entries on 10 moves? We want to squeeze one move and really pyramid that one A to B move. You guys should already be on one pair, one session, and pyramiding one move in 1 week. I mean, this week you guys should have been pyramiding GJ up. It goes up a few hundred pips. I mean, every 20 pips or 50, whatever it is, however you pyramid, there's many ways, but let's see how we can use these algorithmic entry ranges to pyramid a trade. Okay, now we're gonna give you a 15-minute example. Okay, you guys think you're more accurate on the 1 minute? Guys, you're getting more noise. It's not more accuracy, it's more noise. I could probably get better entries on the 15-minute than most of you can on the 1 minute. Okay, probably even on a 4-hour or weekly. Okay, but it's not about that right now. But let's see. Let's look at one example here. Okay. Let's look at a 50 level. All right. We're looking at a buy example on a 15-minute. This is a 15-minute move. Okay. Let's look at something like this. Okay. So you have the 50, and then price dips past the 50. It doesn't hit the 20. Okay, because then that's another range. But it passes from the 50 maybe into to the 40, 35 maybe. And then what do we get? That's the money move right there. Okay. Now it's a 15-minute footprint, but it's a footprint. Okay. And where did it originate from? It originated from from a certain range. Okay. It would help, obviously, if there was a buy zone to the left. Okay. A valid buy zone. But once we see something like this, okay, now we wait for what? A pullback. All right. Any professional trader trades off pullbacks. I mean, breakouts can be risky, but the market always pulls back. I mean, why don't you just wait for it? I mean, you know it's coming, right? Okay. Now this is the setup. Okay. Now how do we make money from this? Well, we're looking for a return to where? To the range. Okay. We're looking for a price to return to the origin of that footprint. Okay. We don't want it to break the range. In fact, it's not supposed to break this low because then that's a footprint to the downside. Okay, so we need a footprint and then we wait for a price to return to the origin of the footprint. Now this is time to work. Okay. What are we going to do here? Entry one, not a bad idea. Okay. Let's say you get a signal there. Okay. Entry one down here can go what? Break even. If you guys know what that is. Break even. Okay. So you got your signal and then you see when it returned to the origin of the footprint, it was respected and then another move begins. Remember, sometimes you got a pyramid as the candle is forming. Okay, not after it closes. It gets a little tricky, but what can we do now? Maybe, it's not maybe, but entry number 2. Okay, where do you think a stop loss would be for entry 2? Well, maybe at entry 1. So you enter at 2 with a stop at 1. Obviously, 1 is risk free. Okay. Now, let's say it continues to go up. Okay. Entry number 3. What do you think we do with entry number 2 after we unload entry number 3? Well, obviously, break even. If you guys know what that is. You know what break even means? It means free. You got a free position for free. Okay, well, you worked for it, but you get the idea. Now, where do you think the stop loss of number 3 should be? Maybe at entry number 2. Okay, now this is where you likely have a great trade on your hands. Okay, as soon as it creates another footprint, so you had that footprint and then it returned to the origin and then another footprint, then we can go break even on all of them and hopefully we get a nice clean A to B move. Okay, so instead of taking one entry, you could take multiple. I know this is real, it's probably real dangerous for you guys to do on Ideogram because I mean it's Ideogram, but you can do this professionally, efficiently. You unload additional exposure when the initial exposure is at 0. Okay, you could have risked 3 entries, okay, and each one is 0.5%, or let's say 1%. So you have a 3% worth of a position without ever risking more than 1%. Okay, so you have the potential of a 3% position without ever risking 3%. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see, maybe we can add someone here. It's not working. Oh, we got some questions. What time do you classify as New York session? Some say 6 a.m., some say 8 a.m. New York session when New York opens. I mean, holy moly. What time is New York open? I mean, it depends. 8:30, 9:30. When it opens, that's the New York session. Is the book just the course written out? Absolutely not. I could have done that easily. Okay, but no, this is. I'm trying to sum it all up, guys, in a book. Okay, everything from finding a deal to entering a deal to letting the deal play out. I'm trying to sum it all up in a dumb, simple book, so some idiot can grab it and then maybe he's on the right track. We're trying to sum up a decade in it, but read and find out. What kind of reaction you are waiting for on the pullback on 15 minutes? I mean, I can't tell you what kind of reaction. It depends, but I'm looking for a reaction. So it comes back to the origin. And then, I mean, a pin bar and engulfing there, that's a great reaction. What more do you want? What session do you trade, GJ? I mean, I like the overlap. Honestly, I trade it anytime I feel like it. Okay. Sometimes I go in the Asian session because it's a yen pair. You get a few pips out of it. It depends. Can you go over to the keys of a growing account? Manage risk. I mean, what do you, guys? It's not that complicated. Okay, if you pyramid an A to B move, okay, it has to cover many losses. How do you grow your account? Well, your wins have to be huge. Obviously, your losses can't be huge. Okay, but you grow an account, you have to have huge wins. Of course, you're gonna lose. We all lose, but the win has to be so big that it covers so many losses you forget about them. I mean, that's the only way, from what I know. Dang. Hopefully that answered it. What is an average loss streak? Well, that's a tough one. I mean, if you got 3, 4, 5 losses in a row, I mean, you doing what are you doing? Okay, take a break. I mean, maybe it's not your special day today. Maybe it's not your special session. All right, nothing wrong with that. Do you only trade DJ? Pretty much. I mean, when you're so in tune with a pair, who cares about any others? Why would you even waste your time trying to trade another one? I could, of course, but I'll do what's easy. Stick with what you know. Can the footprint be a fake out? Absolutely, it can be a fake out. Could be a liquidity run also, but you know that gets a little complicated. What do you think about using 5-minute pin bar? What's wrong with the 15-minute pin bar? Is that too good for you? How about you just get 3 5-minute candles? Maybe that'll work. What are those levels, fibs? No, they're, remember guys, it's just price, okay? It goes from 0 to 100, okay? 0 to 100, you split it, 20, 50, 80. You get reactions off of these. Not off all of them, but off, maybe it'll have a reaction off one range. Maybe the price respects the 50 level, it dips below the 50 and then holds, okay? So maybe that 50 level is holding. Maybe the 80 level is holding. Maybe the 20 level is holding. It depends, okay? Obviously, you want it to zone to the left. Can you post some algorithmic pyramided trades? Well, we posted a lot of them, but okay. How'd you feel with period of losses when starting out? How long did it take you to be profitable? Years? I mean, we could have done it so sooner. It's just so much garbage out there. You guys all want to learn. They want to learn and learn and learn. You guys got to unlearn. You got to stop learning, especially in trading. Trading, you got to unlearn everything. You guys looking for more and more courses. You guys need to look for some brainwashing tools like that Men in Black thing. How do you deal with a loss in fame that hurts a lot? Well, don't trade, maybe. Somebody dies. Okay? Remember, trading is an inner game. If you don't feel right, I mean, what are you doing on the charts if you don't feel right? What do you think? You're just going to get rich by accident? Let's see if somebody can join in this. You got any other questions, guys, or what? Let's get this Axel guy in here. Yes, pound yen is a great pair for this algorithmic pyramid, and AUD USD pairs. They really respect this algorithmic entries. Maybe because most of the BFIs are in the USD. How to kill ego. Well, that's the good one, man. You got to be humble, man. I don't know how to kill the ego by being humble. Who the hell are you? We're all a nobody. Humble your ass down. That's how you get rid of the ego. What you think you know? What you know is nothing. Well, how about you realize that you know that you know nothing, and then maybe the ego disappears. Leroy. Well, what's up, buddy? I recognize your name from somewhere. You were DMing or something?
Yeah, I did.
Were you the one sending? You were sending the wins or sending losses?
The guy with the, you know, when he lost. Remember the video he put? And the guy was like, "Yeah, there's a support here." Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
No. Yeah,
how's it
man.
been since, man?
Doing a thing, man. Just doing a thing, you know.
How many pairs are you on?
I'm only on gold. On gold and GJ pretty much.
All right, two is we'll let it slide, but you know,
Yeah.
remember that one's a commodity. So you have a commodity and you have a currency. Just know they don't move the same. Commodities are, well, I wish gold was the currency, but it's not. But you have pound yen and you have gold. They move differently. Just be aware of that.
100%. The thing is, I know gold is a commodity, but you know, with this week FOMC, I don't like the trade. But gold usually I like to hold it. Not like I don't risk that much. Just just low risk, put like small lots, and I keep it. You know, because gold is gold. Yeah.
Do you think you got to risk more to make more?
Nah, it doesn't work like that.
You have to risk the same, but more efficiently.
True, 100%. And yeah, pretty much that's pretty much.
How,
I didn't.
how long you been at it?
2 years. 2 years. 2 years. I've been through a
Man.
lot in this game.
That's nothing, man. 2 years is nothing, buddy. That's you just finished you just finished the appetizer. Now you got the main course.
I'm pretty sure, man. It's not an easy game. This one, it's not for everyone.
Listen, this is
Like mentally.
If there's a word more opposite than easy, put it down.
100%. This is a game for like, fuck, man. This is not for you. It's you need to be mentally strong, man, for this game.
Absolutely, it's all in there. Maybe one day they're real. That's why none of these courses. I mean, just look at the babypips.com and look how big the psychology section is, if they even have one. That's what matters.
100%. That's 100%.
It's embarrassing, man. You got to focus on what matters. Remember,
exactly.
You focus on the analysis, you're gonna go up one level. But if you fix a psychology thing, you go up 100 levels. Know where to focus.
100%. 100%.
Questions, man? Anything about your trading in particular? How many trades a week you take?
Depends, like 1, 2, not pretty much.
Do you take multiple entries per setup or one entry per setup?
Well, I usually take multiple entries, just
on the same move.
On the same movement, like 2, 3 max. That's it.
Remember, don't be scared to add more, because you're risk free and you're risking half or whatever it is, 0.5%. I'm never scared to add an addition if it's at the right time. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to add after the impulsive move. When's the worst time to add? After the footprint. Okay, after the impulsive move. We want to add when the retracement, the impulsive move is over, the retracement began, and the retracement is over, finished, now we're in. You got it?
Got it.
Always after a pullback, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
hard
pretty
to
dumb.
go wrong. It's really hard to go wrong if you. Here's some good advice for whoever's listening. You ever get a signal where you get a really strong, like bullish engulfing, but the engulfing is so strong that if you entered after it, the stop would be so huge if you put it below the engulfing signal? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, you can put a limit order at 50% of the engulfing, okay? Or, I mean, after engulfing is tricky because usually it means it's going up, but you can put the stop a little bit below 50% of the engulfing because usually it doesn't retrace past 50% of the engulfing candle. It could give you a little better risk reward, better than being frozen in shock and not getting in. I don't know. Well, I'm going to draw it for you.
All right.
Very simple. Now you get an engulfing like this. Okay. You could enter after it with a stop below the engulfing, right?
Yeah.
Pretty standard, but that may be a wider stop. But you know, I'm all about risk reward, buddy, and accuracy. Okay, but we have 50% of the candle. You can put the stop a little bit below 50%, maybe a little bit better risk reward, because sometimes these engulfings are huge. I mean, they can mess up the risk reward, but you know, hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah. Is it on a daily time frame engulfing or
No, this is a 15-minute.
15 minutes? Okay.
15-minute. Remember, this is a signal. This is an entry signal. This is to get
Okay.
in. There's
Okay.
a zone where you draw and analyze, and then you have, okay, I have to get in. Remember, you already have to know that you're going to get in
Okay.
before you get on the micro. So the micro is, you should already know you want to enter, and now you're just looking for that exact signal to click. It's literally a timing thing.
Okay.
It's just a timing thing, the entry. But you should already know that you're gonna buy or sell before you get on that micro. A lot of people are going on the micro to go find the deal. What the hell are they doing?
I've been in this moments in my life.
We've done it all, man.
Yeah.
You think I read it all in a book, and I'm telling you, I did all myself, the mistakes.
That's 100%. And when is the book is going out? A month? In a month, is it?
Oh no, probably the end of this month.
It's gonna be
We're running it all out.
I'm excited for this one, man.
It's gonna be a good one, man. We're gonna put a lot of love into it. I mean, powerful simplicity. They want complicated. Not over here. We keep it stupid simple. That's the best way.
But you have to learn the hard way, man. If you don't learn the hard way, it's tough, man. It's tough. And only strong-minded people gonna last in this game. This is not for everyone. It's all about, man. How long you've been doing that?
We're about to start year 8.
Oh, nice. That's nice, man.
But I would say half of it was a waste. Oh, you don't want to say a waste, but you know, I did the baby pip retail trend line, indicator moving average, blah blah bullshit. I did it all, support resistance. Oh, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, now I buy, and that's when it collapses.
Fuck. That's.
But you don't need to do all those years. Literally, 6 months of proper foundation, you can become a profitable trader. And I've done it with people.
Yeah.
Somebody came to me doesn't even know what a candle is. 6 months later, I don't want to say profitable, but better than most.
I can't believe that. With the proper learning skills, mentality, everyone could do it like the right way. Not only by wasting time, but I mean, it's all experience. It's all experience. Bad experience is
I
as
don't.
good as
I really don't know what they're mad about. If they're always losing, just do the opposite. Okay.
pretty much.
I mean,
Pretty much. It's logical.
they keep telling me I go break even, but I keep getting taken out break even, and then it goes my way. Well, maybe you shouldn't go break even. I mean, look at what your trading history says you should do. Some people, they keep going break even and they keep sabotaging it. They'd get rich if they never went break even.
True.
If you suck at going break even, you don't know when, you don't know how, you know. Don't just let it hit the stop or the target if you even have one.
True.
Hey, fuck. All right, man.
All
Keep
right,
doing
man.
what you're doing, man. Keep doing it and keep at it, like we say.
You too, man. Thanks. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Take care.
You too.
Let's answer a few more questions, and we're out of here. An impulsive move from a consolidation without a liquidity run. You wait for a retest on POC. Well, I never said anything about a retest of a POC. I don't know where you guys get that stuff, but that's a tricky one. It depends. Will this video be available anywhere? I'm gonna make a professional video for the course and about this with examples and everything. You know, this was just for Idiot Grant, but I'm gonna make a nice video for the course and basically everything we said and way more. We'll put it in the course instead of just leaving this one. Those in the course, they get special treatment. I missed the algorithm talk. Too bad. How do you manage target on the 15? I don't put targets on the 15. I mean, maybe if it's some little scalp stuff, but it's going to be based off of pips, like maybe a 50 pip scalp or something. I don't, set targets of 15-minute. Targets are off your macro zone, macro targets. Opinions on this new SMC style of trading. Is it just a fad? I'm going to assume this SMC stuff is smart money concepts, okay? What do you think? We use dumb money concepts? Of course we use smart. Who else are we going to follow? The dumb money? Of course we follow the smart money, but I mean, everybody has their own little flavor on it, this SMC stuff. But guys, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Every day I'm hearing some new 3-letter word. What else we got? You're welcome, sir. Best way to handle a zone wipeout. When do I get in? I'm struggling with that. Now that's the toughest part. Okay. A zone got wiped. First of all, you're already late. I mean, if a sell zone got wiped, what are you now? You're looking to buy? I mean, kind of late. All right. But I mean, sometimes price pulls back to the wiped out zone and then the impulsive move. But I'm just going to tell you, go on the 15-minute, go manual mode. Manual mode on the 15-minute. What's your favorite beverage? Smart water, cucumber, lime. No drinking, no drugs on this side. Maybe a cigar, but we need the brain to be in tip-top shape, sharp as a tack. Do you think the algorithm can be changed in the near future? I mean, anything can change, man. Should we add another guy? Let's see if this guy comes in. All right, they're not coming in. We call it, we wrap it up or what? Problem is these questions are not in order. Why keep so private? Well, make a bunch of money in trading, then you'll know why you want to be private. Do you bother with gold or indices at all? Would you choose AU over EU? Absolutely. Guys, what are the two biggest currencies? USD, what else? Euro. So where's the most manipulation? Where everybody is, the Euro USD. Of course, I would choose AU over EU. AU is real smooth, slow, and steady. Okay, obviously all the USD pairs are manipulated and liquidity runs all day long, but I think AU is AU over EU. Okay. Do you bother with gold or indices? I buy gold physical, silver physical. This digital gold, no. Indices, no. Are you going to include any new section in the BFI course? Absolutely. You traded today? No. Some GJ longs running. Let them work for me. How many are these screws out of a 180 move? I mean, who knows, guys? But you guys should be getting. If you pyramid a move, I mean, a 1 to 10, it shouldn't be that hard. A 1 to 10. Of 180B move pyramided, you get a few entries in there safely. You should be getting a 1 to 10 plus. It's too much. Go find some scalper course. This breakdown cleared up the reaction on the 50 level today on GJ. Probably. How losses you take per month? Can't remember them. What's a respectable win rate? I mean, guys, win rate doesn't matter. It's nice. It's cool. It's cool to be accurate, but who cares? It's about money. Okay? You can make a killing with 50% accuracy. You can make a killing with 30% accuracy. Okay? It's about risk reward, not win rate. Well, 30 pips or 50 pips scalp on AU. AU, remember, it doesn't move that much, so 30 pips is not bad. I mean, 50 pips is pretty good on AU. 100 pips is amazing on AU, but that's why we're on GJ. Blink, it goes 100. Simplicity is key. The inner game of tennis is a game changer. Absolutely. There was a billionaire the other day playing tennis down here. Just chill guy, real chill. You wouldn't even know he's a fucking billionaire. Rich people are humble. They're real guys. All right, if we could get one more guy in, but they don't want to accept it. Guys, if you haven't taken the BFI course, I mean, what do you think we made it for? For you guys, as a favor. Literally as a favor. Put it all in one course. They were asking me to make a course for years. Every time they told me, I would laugh at them. Hey, you have a course? For years they were asking. Hey, you have a course? You have a course? So we decided to make a dumbed down course and explain exactly, well, not exactly, but in simple terms, what we do is the BFI course. But now they're copying and selling it. At least they know what to copy. At least they know what to steal. Okay, unable to join. You changed my trading totally, man. You're killing the pesos over there, Frank. Leave some for the rest of us, man. What cigar are you smoking? Some Cohiba. This works also sometimes, which is, well, I don't know if you can see it. Partagas Lusitanius also works. Michael Jordan's favorite. I want to get this guy in. Hopefully you accept, Kobrick.
Hello.
The strategy doesn't work, man.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
This guy sent me a message, man. The strategy doesn't work, man, and he's got a killer entry, and he's
I'm-
using the strategy.
I mean, look at GJ Daily. This is GJ Daily. It's
Oh, that's the
impulse
daily.
move. Yeah, impulse move. I'll go 0.55 and up.
Okay, exactly. Look on the daily. Remember, the higher time frame for the retail silly kids is what? The daily. Look at the series of lower, I don't even know what they are. Lower highs and lower lows. Look at that. You can even label all of that. You actually have a series. Look, multiple lower highs and lower lows. So officially it's a downtrend right there where you bought. You see what I see?
Yeah. It's a downtrend. I should
It's a
sell it.
downtrend. So officially you have to sell and don't buy because it's a downtrend.
Of course. Yeah, and same with Bitcoin on daily. Same with with gold on 4 hour.
The thing with this pound yen, I think is going to go up forever. Obviously, it's going to go up and down, but they're going to be printing so much that you're going to need so many yen to get 1 pound.
I'm absolutely
Inflation, you know, but
sure.
we'll see how it goes. So you caught this long?
Yeah. I'm only on gold right now.
Man, for some reason, those traders who just trade one pair, for some reason, they're making money. It's weird, like magic.
Yeah.
But on 5 or 10 pairs, even on 2. Honestly, I know traders are on 2 pairs. They're still, they make it here to lose it there.
Facts.
Okay, so
Facts.
you can't even babysit and squeeze one kid. You're going to go get another kid? Just master one. Remember, it's just like driving. If you can be a professional driver, you could go on any car and drive it, okay? Just learn how to drive first on
Facts.
one pair. It's great to
Yes,
see,
sir.
man. Honestly, our followers, they're making a killing. They're making progress.
No, we're not. Don't buy the cars.
They're getting results.
No, we just
Better than $1 million.
facts. Better than everything. It changed everything for me. This course.
So even on, so you're on gold. Do you see these algorithmic ranges being, working on gold?
No. I trade the GJ and it works really well on GJ.
I tell them in currencies is the bank's game. You think there's a kid on the computer trading? It's all machines, algorithms, programs. Okay, predefined. It's all rigged, unfortunately. But like we say, we can learn the rigged game, and then we can learn the rules of the game, and we can play along.
It changed everything.
What were you doing? What were you doing before? Triple trend line, head and shoulder.
Not really. I have an interesting
Head and shoulder,
story.
neck and toes.
No, it was something like a little smart money, something like
The problem, you know what the problem is? The problem is they take 20 courses and then make their
Yeah.
own weird little strategy with all of them fused together.
yeah, it's like
It doesn't work, man. It doesn't
Just-
work like that.
just do one, just one.
You need one pair, one strategy, one method, one style, one session, one everything, one, and maybe you'll make it. Maybe. That's a big maybe.
DJ also bounced here from an algorithmic from 055.
So it dipped past the 20, 15 pips past the 20, and then respect.
Boom.
And that's where you want a pyramid, okay? Not as it dips into the range, but as it dips and then leaves the range.
It's like here.
Different. You see that green one? You're not gonna buy as it goes down, okay? But as it goes down, okay, and then you see it going up and becoming a wick, you buy on the way up after the dip, after some crazy low is formed. Does that make sense?
Facts. Yes, sir. This is on 15 minutes.
Man, you're killing it, man. That's great.
Thank you.
Remember,
Thank you.
it's one thing to make the money, it's another thing to keep it. So
I have to make to withdraw more frequently.
well, pay yourself. It's not a withdrawal, but it should be a distribution from your fund, like a paycheck, essentially. Okay, just like a job. You got a job, your company pays you. Well, you have a job, and your company is your fund, and your fund pays you distributions. Maybe you do quarterly distribution, bi-weekly, weekly if you want, quarterly, anything, man, yearly. Just have a system, have a structure. For example, I like to, well, let me try to draw it for you. It's a good rule for life. Now, don't you make profits? Right? Hopefully. Now, don't you make 100% of those profits? Where do they go? Okay, so you made your money. Let's say you made $1,000. Okay,
Right.
where does that go? Okay, hopefully you don't just make 1,000, you pull it and you take it. Okay, because that's not really the way to do it. Okay, but let's say now a lot of these Forex kids are in tax-free places, but I'm gonna give you a structure where you deduct for the taxes as well. How much do you think? Remember, whatever you earn, you're likely going to spend it. Okay? So you need to learn how to pay yourself a portion of what you make.
All right.
Okay, but look at it like this. Out of 100% gains, okay, 10%, this is pretty much the distribution, but 10%, we're going to say savings, okay, emergency. So you're going to put 10% on the side. 15% for taxes, okay? 50%, this is what I do. You guys don't have to do this. 50% is reinvested. How much is left? 50% is reinvested, Okay.
25%.
That is my paycheck.
All right.
Okay. So whether you reinvest it in whatever you want, you can put it back in your account, but this is the structure you want, because let's say you make a bunch of money, you want to structure it, you want to split it, you want to know where it's going to go. If you make money and you don't know where it's going to go, it's going to go nowhere. Okay. You got to know
That's true.
where
That's
it's going to
true.
go. Remember, everyone's trying to make money trading. Probably nobody has a plan. What are they going to do with the money if they make it? Okay. Which means they're not going to make it.
I'm going to get the Lambo.
Exactly. But not a bad idea. 10%. Maybe, do you have taxes over there or what?
I have 15%. Yeah, that what you draw for me makes so much sense. Like,
Remember, 10%
it's
on the
simple.
side, that's emergency. Okay. Always pay yourself first. 10% you put on the side. 15% for taxes. I mean, remember, you see that 50% you reinvested, you can play with that. Okay, you can
Yeah,
do 40.
exactly.
You can pay yourself more. You can, maybe you made a bunch, but you don't need money, so you don't want to take a paycheck. So 75% maybe goes back in. Now that's how you grow. That's how you get exponential growth.
How do you know me so well? Like, my situation is perfectly like you described it right now. Exactly.
A lot of people, man. A lot of people.
Facts. I can see. I can see.
All right, man.
It's been an hour. It's been an honor. Thanks.
No problem, man. Keep at it, like we tell them.
Thank you.
Take care, buddy. All right, guys. Time to go. It's supposed to be half an hour. Spotting a consolidation is easy, but how you tell what stacking it is? Now that's the good question, but context. Where is the stacking happening? Okay. Is it happening at a sell zone? What do you think they're stacking at a sell zone? Buy orders? What if it's some heavy stacking at a buy zone? What do you think they're stacking? It's very likely they stack buy orders at the buy zone and sell orders at the sell zone. Okay, but if you can spot a consolidation, look at where it is in the big picture. Okay, price consolidates all the time, but it's about where is it consolidating. And we don't want just any consolidation. We want certain type of consolidation, which is stacking, which is a rally, maybe it gets sold off completely. And then another rally, and it gets sold off completely. Up, down, maybe that's some sell stacking. Maybe you see a down move and then gets bought up completely. And then another down move, but somebody gobbles it up completely. Maybe that's buy stacking. Okay, but you're gonna have to check the course for that one. All right, guys. We had a productive session, hopefully. You guys are making a killing, honestly. You're making progress. I mean, a lot of you, those who are not making progress, I'll tell you why. It's fear and greed. Okay. I ask people a lot. When I say greed, what do you think? More money. Well, you're greedy, you're gonna get less money. You got a wiring problem. Okay. You're supposed to think greed. You're supposed to think homelessness. You're supposed to think poverty. You're not supposed to think, oh, more money. Remember, patience, you get more money. Greed, you end up with less. Don't ask me why. That's just how it is. All right, guys, great talking to you. Until next time. Well, maybe there's never a next time, but I think we're going to drop this book and close this Idiotgram chapter. All right? All right, guys, take care. You got any other questions, maybe DM. Anybody in the course? Also send me a message. Those who need one-on-one WhatsApp support, back and forth, any question, anytime, send me your trade, send me your setup, send me your entry, send me your, any question, anytime. DM me for the WhatsApp, to get into WhatsApp. Because those are the only people we support, one-on-one WhatsApp. Because we know where they are, we know their stage, we know their situation, we can answer their question properly. All right, guys. Take care.